So, book review now. Just a quick information, because this is my 100th book of the year. It's now August 26th, so yeah, it's unbelievable how much I've been reading these couple of months, and this is my 100th book. This month of September and August and September, I was trying to read more anthologies, like 3 or 4 short stories each day for several anthologies, like 7, 8, 9 anthologies at the same time, because I want to try something different. I usually don't read short stories, but I finished yesterday the 99, and I thought, okay, so this is going to be the 100. I've only read, the most books I've read in a year was 102, I believe, so I thought that I want to read something different, and I read Junji Ito, Remina. This is probably the top favorite book of the year. It's amazing. This is a manga, so if you don't know what manga is, it's basically Japanese drawings, cartoons, if you wish. And basically the story is about a planet that has been discovered and is traveling throughout the world in very odd situations, like it dances around the world. Okay, it dances in the skies. So a guy discovers, and it gives the name of this planet Remina, because of her daughter. So basically, she became famous, and which is normal, a planet, a hot planet, the biggest creation of all times of that strange planet. She meets a lot of people that are drawn to her because of her famous, because of her beauty and so on. But then something strange happens. The planet starts moving towards Earth. As it moves towards Earth, it becomes unstable and destroys other planets. Neptune was gone, as you can see. But the planet is not, of course, is not what it seems. Planets don't go around killing other planets. And here the story begins to take shape in what it is. It's a cosmic horror monstrosity. Here is devouring Mars. Okay. Then investigations are going to be sent and so on. I'm not going much forward because there are a lot of pages to show you a couple of the big drawings, just so you know what you should expect. For example, here, this is the tongue making that sound we do on our ice creams, but on Earth. Very cool. There are some. I want to show you just one more. This is basically people. Let me just show you how do you draw. Yeah, I'm not going to show it because afterwards is a bit more spoilers. But yeah, basically this is the novel and so on. And so, what is this novel about and what it deals? Okay, so basically, as I said, the story is already told, but the story is much more than that. Okay, the planet arrives, and so what people on Earth start doing, what people of Earth start trying to cope with their futile lives, because that's the cosmic horror, the Lovecraftian cosmic horror that I love. It's like that. It's the futility of everything. Like, we have a planet that it's bigger than anything that you can imagine. It's gigantic. You saw Mars, okay? So if you saw this, there is nothing you can do. You will die, and how do you die? How do you cope with that? How do you try to survive that? And that's the beauty, that's the perfection that Lovecraft created with the cosmic horror, and other writers tried to implement on their horror stuff. Is just that. How do you cope with the impending doom? And so the story, as I said, focus of course on the planet, but also focus on how people try to cope with that. And it's like 200 and something pages, okay? 200 and something pages. It reads very, very, very fast. I've read this in a couple of hours. I was not going to read everything in one go, but I couldn't stop. I start reading and I couldn't stop at all. I grabbed my coffee and I start reading, and it's amazing. It's an amazing book. If you love Lovecraft, if you love horror, if you love no hope situations, go right ahead. There are no nudity. Don't worry. There are no awful stuff, but there are a lot of despair. Expect despair, and it's awesome. I hope I can convince you to read. I have got all of his novels so far. Junji Ito. Is like 10. I'm waiting for the last one that is going to arrive in a couple of days. I'm reading one at a time, like one per month and so on, so I don't finish all of them together, because as I said, this is very fast. I can read this in one novel in one day, but I don't want that. I want to savor, and that's why I read the first anthology. The first two anthologies, like a story or two per day, and so I savored more. And Junji Ito is a master of horror. There is no doubt about it. So, favorite now. Thank you.